All right, cool. I'm back at it, man. Yo, um, so I wanted to bring some more good news. Man, it's just a good day today. Excuse me. Good positive day, man. Good positive day. Good people out here doing big things, doing really progressive things. So, with that being said, the Queen Bee, as you can see right there, you know what I'm saying, showing the epitome of the origin of humanity, showing the epitome of how the matriarch system should be and how it should look, how we all come from the woman, Mother Nature, and that dark skin too at that. You know what I'm saying? This is just a perfect uh, uh, symbol, perfect symbolism, perfect epitome. You know what I mean? Like everything right there is beautiful. Man, that's dope. Anyway, so with that being said, the Queen Bee, the Queen Bee has done it again. Um, you see, this is what I'm talking about here, man. This is what I am talking about. Like when the powerful, um, start to empower. You know what I mean? Start to give to convey their power to other people who are powerless, and that's what makes them powerful. That is the definition of true power, is by turning people and turning everything around you powerful, right? um so with that being said, man, I just told a story. I just put, like, I'm trying to get this thing out as soon as possible, but LeBron James just came out with a school. That's another form of empowerment, another powerful person who is giving and sharing their power. How? By instilling education into our young kids, especially kids that look like us. It's an at-risk school for people that look like us, because we know that we are at a detriment due to systematic behaviors that keep our graduation rates down, right? That keep our kind of scholastic know-how and efforts always at a certain level of low. So my point being is that shout out to LeBron for coming out with that school, a powerful man giving and showing empowerment and sharing empowerment. And also shout out to the Queen Bee, who's doing the exact same thing. And so we're going to read this article real quick in regards to what the Queen is doing. So, boom, right there. Beyonce, she has been given full control of her Vogue cover, and she hires the first black photographer to shoot it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Vogue has been around, I think, over 100 years, and not one time have these motherfuckers had a dark skinned person be the head photographer. And it had to take a dark skinned woman to make it happen. And that's why it's important to have a balance of different demographic of people in positions of power, so these things don't fucking happen. But another way of proving of white supremacy is that it's 2018, and the first black photographer is just now, shooting in Vogue, a Vogue cover, and it's 2000 goddamn 18. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why it's happening is because another dark skinned woman is the one that did it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't them who said, "Hey, let's let's change things." It was a dark skinned woman who said, "I want to bring someone in that looks like me. I want to give an opportunity to someone that looks like me who's never had an opportunity in this company for 100, I think 26 years to be exact." So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the article up. So with that being said, if you're even remotely interested in fashion, you know that the September issue of Vogue is the most important and the largest issue of the magazine. Vogue's creative direction has always been super headed by an Anna Wintour, but this September 2018, the magazine is getting a new queen. Beyonce has been given the unprecedented control over the September issue, and she's making history in the process. Now, according to the Huffington Post, Vogue is contractually obligated to give Beyonce full control over the September cover, which will feature images of her Now, as the photographer of her new shoot, the singer has reportedly selected a 23-year-old Tyler Mitchell. Even more incredible than his age is that he will become the first black photographer to shoot a cover of Vogue in the publication's 126-year history. I depict black people and people of color in a really real and pure way, Mitchell told the New York Times in December. There is an honest gaze to my photos. A source noted that Wintour usually books fashion photographers with traditional experience and would not have selected Mitchell for the cover shoot. You see, you hear that? A source noted that Wintour usually books fashion photographers with traditional experience and would not have selected Mitchell for the cover shoot. Traditional experience, in other words, the motherfucker gotta have some white ass skin, or damn shit can't be dark skin. That's traditional experience. Yeah. And would not have selected Mitchell for the cover shoot. We know that. We know y'all motherfuckers wouldn't do it. We know that. The reason a 23-year-old black photographer is photographing Beyonce for the cover of Vogue is because Beyonce used her power and her influence to get him that assignment, the source added. I'm going to repeat that. The reason the 23-year-old black photographer is photographing Beyonce for the cover of Vogue is because Beyonce used her power and influence to get him that assignment, the source added. The September 2018 issue will likely be Wintour's last one. Peace out, Wintour. Fuck out of here. According to the sources, although Condé Nast denies she is leaving the company. Stay tuned for Beyonce's new cover and fuck Wintour's. So, with that being said, folks, the Queen Bee's done it again. Empowering. You know what I'm saying? The powerful sharing the power. That's what it's about. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what we're working towards. And I'm just glad to see things is moving along. Not accordingly, but things are moving along somewhat. And I'm going to give the credit where it's due. I love bringing a sunny day. I love bringing good news when I can, and I will. It's just like I said, for me, I'm out here, you know what I'm saying, when they throw the bad signal out in the sky, I got to come out. I got to come out. And the bad signal, it keep popping up. You know what I'm saying? So I got to keep popping up and doing the dirty work. And I got to get it in. And it's going to get better. It's going to get more precise. I'm going to clean up my delivery. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting better. But one thing's for sure is, you know, we got some really, really good people out here who care about their people. And they are willing to put their career, they're willing to put their life, they're willing to put their reputation on the line to give their people and their you know what I'm saying, their community, people in their likeness, a chance of progression and actual fucking equality. You know what I'm saying? We're tired of white supremacy cheating, because at the end of the day, we got to understand that this is cheating. This is because this is a certain demographic of people who don't believe in playing fair. You see what I'm saying? They have to collude. They have to perform nepotism. You know, they have to create secret societies and do all this shit to systematically keep shit their way. Why? Is because they're scared to play fair. The only reason why there is no black person that owns an NBA team is because they have systematically made sure that has happened, and made sure that anybody who's dark skinned that has enough money to do so, motherfucker, the last thing you want to do, even if you're a basketball player, even if you're Michael Jordan, a Julius Erving, a fucking Magic Johnson, none of you motherfuckers can't own not a one basketball team, and we're going to make sure of that. And the reason why they're doing that is because they do not want to play fair. That's why they got to come up with these tricks and put us in jail and come up with this shit where they turn us into basically modern day slaves, the same type of slave where they kept us, where we are generating money for them while they step on our necks and our backs and profit over it and live like, you know, like we're supposed to be living, and we're the ones generating the fucking money. So understand that these people do this because they are scared. I repeat, they are scared to play fair. They don't want to play fair because they can't. They don't know how to, because they have to cheat, because they don't know how to do it right straight, because they know they'll fuck around and lose. From the corporate world to Fortune 500 companies, to the stock exchange, to the entertainment, I'm talking about every level where these motherfuckers come with this systematic type of endeavors and strategies is because they are scared to play fair. Now, that's why people like Beyonce, they come through and take their influence. You know what I'm saying? It's like Beyonce is like 100 goddamn people. You see what I'm saying? It's like, so when these people don't play fair, you know what Beyonce does? She goes, well, all your kids want to be like me, so guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to use that against you. You see what I'm saying? Bow. Now she's putting a little 23-year-old dark-skinned little boy up there to do his thing for the first time to show these motherfuckers that we are cold-blooded. You know what I mean? So, like I said, the reason why the reason why it took 126 years for Vogue to have a dark-skinned person to shoot the cover is because they don't want to play fair, because they know how talented we are, and they don't want us to they don't want to show that, because they'd rather use that for themselves and steal that shit like they've always had. And I got something coming for the real Jack. I'm working on my Jack Daniels, the real Jack Daniels story. Mr. Nearest Green, the creator of the Jack Daniels motherfucking whiskey. I'm coming with that real story too. A lot of people don't know about that. They want to call Jack Daniels that Tennessee whiskey. Yeah, it's from Tennessee, but y'all don't know who the fuck taught Jack Daniels how to make the shit and been teaching them how to do it ever since. And there's over, 8 generations of Nearest Green's family that still works for Jack Daniels to this goddamn day. Why? Because they know that Nearest Green and his family, these are slaves that taught that man how to make goddamn whiskey. I'm coming with that documentary ASAP.